Hot potato, hot potato. When you think about hot potato, the traditional kid game pops into your head. But I'm here to show you that hot potato can also be a big kid's game too. Most people, when they hear the phrase hot potato, think of kids tossing an object back and forth to each other. I'm here to tell you how this game can be fun for adults too. Yes, I'm talking about the potato cannon. The potato cannon is a device used by rednecks for many years as a way of fun and excitement. In this presentation, I'm going to tell you how to build one of these modern marvels of hillbilly ingenuity for a weekend of fun and excitement with something that really goes boom. First, let's talk a bit about the history of the potato cannon. Some say the cannon was first built over 60 years ago when some guys got bored and decided it was a good idea to use some steel beer cans, duct tape, gasoline, and a match to shoot a tennis ball out of the cans. After it worked, they started modifying the design. Potato cannons are designed two different ways. You have a combustible design and you have a pneumatic design. Pneumatic potato cannons use compressed air to launch the potato, whereas the combustible design uses some sort of ignition source to launch the potato out of the cannon. An ignition source is a compound you can ignite and the pressure is used to launch the potato. Some ignition sources used with potato cannons are propane, hairspray, starter fluid, or carburetor cleaner. I myself don't recommend hairspray as it gums up the cannon. I will be using carburetor cleaner in my potato cannon. Explosions are always a possibility when using combustible potato cannons. You must exercise safety and common sense while using a cannon, or serious injury can occur. One of the most common violations are when the cannon doesn't fire and the user opens the chamber, looks down it, and pushes the sparker, as seen in the photo. Here we have the parts used in building the potato cannon. We have a sparker, a 2-foot piece of 2-inch PVC, a 3-inch to 2-inch reducer, a 3-inch cleanout cap, a 2-inch cleanout cap, a 3x2 Y fitting, a small piece of 3-inch PVC pipe, primer, glue, and we will be using a drill. The first step is to take the 2-inch piece of PVC and prime the other one. Then you take the 3-inch to 2-inch reducer and prime that as well. The purpose of using the primer is to clean the PVC, and it also helps making sure the glue will properly bond to the two pieces when they're put together. Once those two pieces have been coated with the primer, you can then take the glue and apply it to the 2-inch side of the reducer and also the PVC pipe. Once the glue is on, press the pipe into the reducer. You will then want to smack the two together so they are seated and properly inserted. Now, we want to attach the 2-inch cleanout to the Y fitting. Take your primer and coat the 3 inside sections of the Y fitting. You will then coat the portion of the cleanout that will fit inside the 2-inch section of the Y fitting. The cap for the 2-inch cleanout is what will be holding the grill igniter. Once you have coated the cleanout as well as the 3 inside sections of the Y fitting, it's time to glue the pieces together. Coat the inside of the 2-inch section of the Y fitting. You will also want to coat the section of the cleanout that will fit into the Y fitting. Once you have the parts coated, put them together. Again, make sure you tap them together to make sure you have a good bond. Grab the small piece of 3-inch PVC pipe and coat the entire thing with primer. Once you have it primed, coat the inside of the 3-inch side of the reducer with glue as well as half of the 3-inch PVC. Push the PVC into the reducer. Now glue the other side of the PVC into the front of the Y fitting. Tap to make sure it's together. Now, we want to make the 3-inch cleanout and attach it to the rear of the Y fitting. Since we already coated the inside of the Y in a previous step, we only have to worry about coating the cleanout with primer. Again, you want to make sure you have the part of the cleanout that will be fitted inside the Y clean to ensure the glue holds. Now you can screw the cap into the 3-inch cleanout. This is where you'll be spraying the ignition source into your potato cannon. It is crucial that you made sure you properly glued the cleanout to the Y. If not, then the cleanout cap can blow off in the event of a misfire with the potato cannon. Now, you want to take your drill and drill a hole into the 2-inch cleanout cap. This will be where you install the sparker to fire the potato cannon. Once you have the hole drilled, screw the sparker into the cap. After you have the sparker installed into the cap, push the button to make sure the sparker is working properly. Once you verify the sparker is working, you can now take some PVC glue and pour it into the cap. This way, not only is the sparker screwed in, but it's also glued for more protection. Be very careful not to get glue on the leads of the sparker, because this will prevent the sparker from creating a spark and firing the potato cannon. The final step is to grind down the end of the barrel so you can get potatoes into the cannon easier. You don't have to complete this step, but it makes it a lot easier to get potatoes into the cannon when you have an angled edge to cut the potato as you ram it down the barrel. Congratulations! You have just built your very first potato cannon. Now, you need to let the potato cannon sit for 24 hours at least. This way, the glue can dry and cure properly. If you don't wait 24 hours, you run the risk of it blowing apart and causing serious injury or even death when you fire the potato cannon. After 24 hours, you can now fire the potato cannon. To shoot the potato cannon, you must press a potato into the barrel and use a stick to push it down the barrel like a muzzle loader. Then spray a little carburetor cleaner into the chamber. You only have to spray half a second. Then put the cap back on the 3-inch cleanout. Remember, just a spritz. Now take aim and push the sparker. It may not fire on the first click, so keep clicking until the potato cannon fires and you launch a potato into the field. If it doesn't fire, add a little more fuel. The potato cannon can provide hours of entertainment, and it's something that all your friends will wish they had. Thank you.